We have more breaking news coming in, remember, because at this point, what you're looking at on your screen is the main polluter, and that's the farm fire that the farmers are refusing to stop, and because of that, there is this continued smog around us. The Delhi government has told the Supreme Court now they've decided to do artificial rainfall after Diwali. But the issue is you have to take so many permissions from all ministries, and that is an issue. So, had it not been for the divine intervention or the Indradevta's blessings in the past few hours of the rainfall, we would have still had the smoky, hazy skies around us. That has changed for a day. But will that continue in the next few days? And this is a festive weekend. Anisha Mathur joins me on the latest on that. Anisha, it's very interesting what the court has said. And I continue to have aggravated cough because of the pollution. It's basically speaking of how people are suffering. Anisha, tell us this, that I like what the court has said. Take permission. You're the government. Who's stopping you? You don't need court assistance to do that. And if you are planning, go ahead, take it. Are we really looking at an artificial rainfall in Delhi after Diwali?
Well, Pooja, that is a suggestion that the government has given, that we are planning on doing this. We are waiting for permissions, etc. And that is why the court had to come out and say, well, what do you need our permission for? We want solutions. It is your job to find the solutions. We are not interested in the nitty-gritties of every step that you're taking. And that is a very important point that the court has been making again and again, that the court is monitoring this issue from the lens of human rights. As you and I and everybody else in NCR states is having trouble breathing, is having constant coughs, and so many asthma patients are having a very, very tough time. The Supreme Court is making it very, very clear that, well, it's not about committees, it is not about the detailed solutions that the various state governments are giving on paper to the Supreme Court. What they want to see is actual action on the ground and actual numbers which can be brought on record. The court, in fact, is asking a very simple question, that if parali burning is such a big problem, why are you not talking to the farmer organizations? Why are you not going to the ground and finding solutions that will work on the ground? What Justice Kaul has said, we are concerned about bringing the pollution down at whatever cost you want to take, and that is the only thing that the court has been saying again and again. My colleague Kanu Sharda was inside the court too, where this hearing had happened. My colleague Srishti Ojha was in the NGT, which is also the National Green Tribunal, also hearing a similar suo motu matter on air pollution, where the similar questions being asked, that, well, roads are not properly done, that is why we have traffic snarls. You have various projects in the pipeline, you have various projects on paper. What is actually happening about them? And that is exactly what the court is also saying, that if you want to induce artificial rain, well, we are not stopping you. You have to do the work. But of course, given the fact that of the weather today, and I'm going to ask my cameraman Ashini Helen to just show you, just take a look at how beautiful the sky right now is, because right now it has been raining for almost half an hour, almost non-stop. It was raining last night, it was raining intermittently all day. Right now, Delhi air is at a very good level. Now, whether the Delhi government chooses to do artificial rain seeding again is something they will have to consider. What the court is asking for is
Well, it was nature to our
solution.
rescue, not as much our policy makers and our politicians. And that's the reason that farm fires on one side are on. At least some respite from the rainfall, and light showers have brought in a lot of difference.